Well, celebrations are taking place at lifeboat stations up and down the country to mark 200 years since the founding of the RNLI.
Since then, let's remember this, it's set up 238 stations across the country and saved more than 144,000 lives and aided countless others.
Well, talkTV correspondent Nick Ellerby is at Westminster Pier with some RNLI crew members. Nick, good morning. How are they going to be marking the anniversary?
Morning, Nick. Morning, Jeremy. Well, yeah, huge celebrations today in Westminster. I'm just here at Westminster Pier for you. You can see a couple of the lifeboats from the Thames cruise. On the outside, that's the one from Chiswick that we visited this morning. On the inside, from Tower Bridge. And then Big Ben looking absolutely resplendent in the sunshine today. Just the other side of Parliament, Westminster Abbey, where that service for all the RNLI volunteers, marking that 200-year anniversary of our nationalised lifeboat service will take place at 11:30 this morning. And I'm going to speak to a couple of the guys that are involved in the celebrations today. First of all, we're going to bring in Graham Campbell, who's a second mechanic from Kirkwall in the Orkneys. Graham, just tell me about what you're doing here this morning.
Yeah, we travelled down yesterday from Kirkwall up in the Orkney Islands, so we're up in Scotland to take part in celebrations today. The Thanksgiving service for 200 years of the RNLI, saving lives at sea.
And I can see these medals on your chest here, very proudly displayed. Just tell us about these three.
Yeah, I've been a volunteer for 29 years now, and this is the Queen's Jubilee medals that we were awarded for doing 5 years, and another 5 years, and another 5 years service as volunteers. Very proud to wear them today.
And what do you do up in Kirkwall?
I actually work for the local council. I'm a harbour master at the local harbour there, so I'm a volunteer for the RNLI in my pastime as well.
Graham, lovely to meet you. Thank you so much for chatting to us today. So that's Graham Campbell, who's a mechanic up in the Orkney Islands. And we've also got as well, I mean, like I said, there were 238 stations around the country, mostly at beaches, RNLI lifeboat stations. But here in the City of London, we've got these river stations. We visited one this morning in Chiswick in West London. And now we can speak to one of the commanders at the Tower Bridge station. This is Stan Todd, another man who's been in the RNLI for a long, long time. Stan, just tell us, you were at Brighton, now you're at Tower Bridge. Tell us about the differences between working on the beach and working on the river.
I do miss the rough weather from Brighton. I was voluntary for 22 years and I've been nearly 22 years up here full-time for the institution now. I like the calibre of work we get up here. We do a lot more medical work, where for my previous life I was a paramedic in the ambulance service. And before that I was military, so I fit very well into a square peg into a square hole. We do 24% of all the medical emergencies on the river here from all the way around the country.
And look, we're actually talking to RNLI royalty today. Stan's an MBE. He's been presented with his MBE by the Queen. We've got a nice photo of that we can show. Just tell us about meeting the Queen. What did she say to you?
As soon as I walked up to her, she recognised my tie and she went, "Oh, the RNLI, that's my favourite charity," which I dare say she says to every charity. But we stood and talked to her about 3 minutes, where a lot of the other people that was receiving their MBEs that day got about 30 seconds, 40 seconds. So it was really nice.
Well, look, congratulations on that. And obviously being in the city, it's slightly different. They're also involved, Stan was involved in the 2 London terror attacks. Just quickly, Stan, we've had a report this week out saying that the terror threat in England is as high as it's been since 9/11. What kind of intelligence are you guys getting about that?
We get briefings from counter-terrorism, what to watch out for, and another set of eyes on the river. But we meet up with the river police every day, and so we can find out information from them.
All right, Stan, thank you so much for joining us. So members of the public can pop down, as you can see, pop down and see some of these boats, see what the volunteers do. 5,700 volunteers across the country working for the RNLI. And today, maybe they'll find some new ones as well.
Good one, Nick. And Stan is absolutely the embodiment of what is fantastic about them. There's some allegations today and they were whistleblowers, but good on you, Stan.
Yeah, fantastic. So wonderful.
Calibre of person's better in Westminster than down on Brighton Beach.
I think Nick should be joining the RNLI.
Yeah,
I think
I
he looked quite dashing in their
I won't get paid for it. Stop flirting.